And Nancy, was that,
yes.
Did you, go ahead, you've got the floor.
Yes. I have a question that I was wondering if anybody has the answer to. In this day and age, attorneys and everybody else are so enthralled with the idea of garnishing wages. I know you can disgorge fees that were illegally gotten. I'm wondering if you can do that with senators, congressmen, mayors, governors, and all that. Because that would straighten out how these dingbats vote.
Should I go ahead and try to take a poke at that, Louis?
Sure, you've got the floor.
All right, Nancy, yeah. All courts of justice, courts of law can do anything they want if it's in the interests of justice. Okay, Nancy? The answer to your question is yes, we've got the jurisdiction to do this. In fact, the most powerful court jurisdiction is criminal jurisdiction, and that's shown in the Sixth Amendment to be decentralized down to the states, the districts within the states, and as I articulated earlier, those districts technically mean precincts, and there's 300,000 of them approximately across the entire USA, according to the recent U.S. Census material. So the answer is yes. Before one of our courts wanted to overturn a corrupted court ruling, though, or something like that, it would probably be good to secure the additional support for whoever is volunteering therein to be the chief judicial officer that's really the one taking the biggest risk, to have him also work together with 11 others to sign on to a formal jury verdict to articulate that this is an unlawful debt, and it is hereby judicially reviewed and recognized to be unlawful. The previous court that made the previous judgment proceeded in error, and we are hereby overturning it under the high authority of a common law jury verdict. And I believe that would probably cure the problem right then and there. Nancy, I yield.
I would like some more information on that, because I was thinking that when we look at how we vote on things and then we see how they actually voted instead of what we wanted, if there's wording or justification to say, we are garnishing your wages because of non-performance of duty, or the things that you have done are illegal because you didn't follow our instructions, kind of thing.
We could include wording like that into our jury verdict. Nancy, you probably have some follow-up there with your issue. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm thinking that, we complain all the time, but it seems like we never actually get any results. And a lot of things that people, that they verbalize on are things that are going to tend to, maybe there's a certain amount of violence in there with. But the only way, since everything they're doing is about money anyway, why not cut off their money for misperformance or non-performance or dereliction of duty or dishonoring their way, their duty to vote the way we tell them and represent us and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they've been sitting there on vacation basically for a year. And I have watched businesses that I've known for 30 or 40 years. They're gone.
Yeah.
And yet they pass these things where they're going to take trillions of dollars. They're not telling how they're going to disperse it or who's getting it or why. But then they give you $1,200, $600 or whatever. And you have just eliminated probably 40% of the small businesses in every different state is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And $1,200 isn't going to help or make up for it.
Well, it won't help a whole lot. It won't address the source of the problem. But I'm sure it'll be at least a little bit of help. I'll be real happy to get that.
Yeah, I might make a car payment or two, but that's about it.
All right. Well, we do have a problem there. I think there is a common law strategy. If you have a particular case earlier on before you came in, we have a list in our agenda here. Perhaps you saw it in the email invitation with 6 cases now that are generally before our court. And if you've got a specific case there, Nancy, that you'd like to bring before our court, we can add you to our court docket list of cases here that we're trying to form juries to bring justice to the individual complaining parties that are bringing these cases before our court.
Okay. I did have a couple in mind, but I'll take a look at the others first in case you're already covering it.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. And I think you've probably got my phone number, too. We can talk on the phone privately if you like, to try to put a sharper edge on what your concerns are there, if you like.
Okay. Thank you.